Hey everyone, my name is Courtney Renee and welcome back to my channel, Aspire Oneself. Hey you guys, guess what? I just finished module 1 of my visual style. I'm so excited. It only took me 3 weeks. But 3 weeks is really good for me because I'm only off 2 days a week. So I'm just glad that I'm able to do this program on my time. So today I'm just going to talk to you about what I've learned so far and the pros and cons of this program. So first I want to talk about the cons because I want to leave off with pros and positives. Only I have one con, and the only con that I have is like the turnaround. So if I have like a question about something, at the bottom of the screen there's like a little question mark where you have opportunity to email 2 people if you have questions, if something isn't working. So for one assignment, I can't remember which one, but a link was not working and I emailed them, and I wish the turnaround rate was so much faster because one, I work 40 plus hours a week sometimes, and I'm just doing those assignments when I'm off. So if the turnaround rate isn't like an hour, I wish it was like right away, and they send me an email back like in a day or two. I'm not off, I'm at work, and 2 days ago I want to do the assignment, and the next time that I'm off, want to turn in the assignment because one, I just want to finish this program as fast as possible, but I want to be efficient as well because if something isn't working, I want to make sure that I'm actually turning in an assignment correctly, because I just don't want to do it and not do a very good job because one, this is my career path that I want to take. I want to do something in fashion, so I want to do something right, especially if I'm building a portfolio along the way. But yeah, that's the only con about this program. The pros is I love how everything is at my own pace. Like I said, I work 40 hours a week. I like to do my assignments and stuff on my day off. So if I'm off on a Monday and the next day I'm not off until Friday, so I read something, an assignment, and then I look at what needs to be done, and that night or the days that I'm off, like if I have to take a picture or I have to do visual or something like that, I do it periodically during the days that I'm working, so I don't have to sit down at a computer or sit down trying to take pictures and stuff like that. And then on my next day off, I turn in the assignment and then read what is to be done next and keep doing it in a cycle. So for the first module, I had a total of like 5 assignments, but even though I said it took me 3 weeks, it actually took me less if you think about it, because the first part was basically getting you in tune to the program. So then it went more in depth of what the module actually had to do. The other thing that I love about this program, I love how everything correlates with each other. Like when you do an assignment and you go on to the next one, it talks about the first one. When I went to college, and even like through grade school, like elementary school, middle school, high school, college, some classes wasn't like this, but majority of it is. So basically when you sit down in your college course, for the first couple weeks for like the semester, you would read chapters 1 through 5, and then at the end of those few weeks you have an exam on it. So then after that's done, you go on to 5 through 10, like so forth. Sometimes you bring up the topics from the previous, but it's just a few things here or there, and the next time you talk about and you have to know about all the other chapters from previous is when the final exam. So now when you have a binder full of all these notes, you haven't talked about turns from day 1 and it's day 100, so sometimes a little bit tougher to actually remember things, and it feels like you actually have to sit down and study so much longer because you have to go back and remember what you learned from day 1 to 100 versus every time you do a course to somehow bring in what you learned a couple weeks ago. Just keep on intertwining and bringing that information back in, so when it comes to your final, it'll be easier to do. Like I said, all courses isn't like that, but majority of my courses was like that. So that's what I didn't like, because one, I'm a horrible test taker, and when I have to sit down and realize like I have to go back and learn something from day one when it's day 100, like dang, sometimes I forget what I had from breakfast, so I have to remember something from the beginning of the semester. Like that's tough. So like for one example, one assignment was create like a lookbook based on a mood board, and we upload on Pinterest. And then the next assignment is they talked about photography and how to take pictures. And I love how they show you how to take pictures on your phone if you don't know how to use the phone, because everyone do not have a high-tech camera. But from that assignment, you had to create what you talked about in your mood board, and then from there you talk about your style. And my style is similar to what my mood board is, like that clean look. It's like my mood board was basically based on preppy, but I like the clean look. So everything was I was able to correlate everything, which made stuff so much easier for me. The last assignment that I did was basically talking about my aesthetic and like what is it about me? What do I bring to the table? Like if you look at me, you'll know my style. Or if I have to like create something, you know that that's Courtney Renee. Like what differentiates me from Allison from down the street, like what makes me me. And they wanted to like create, like if you don't already have this, like a blog or something like that, which I already do, so that was a plus. I already have a blog. I've been blogging for a year and a half, if you haven't been following me that long, so it wasn't that hard for me to just upload my header to my blog, because that is my mission of what I want to do, my aesthetic. And it took me a while to understand what I wanted to do, but it's really easy and simple. And then at the end of the whole module, it was an assignment, but it made you have to like sit down and think about like your timeline and your future. And it went through talking about like your background, your education and work, your community and your career. And then you had to create like a stress chart of like where you're at in life, and they compared it to your personal life and your work life, and where you're at. So it was like a negative and a positive chart, and from like when you were like born to where you are now. And for mine, my stress level and my success level basically went like here, and it was like straight on the like a plateau up, and then it just declined because one, I'm not where I want to be in life. I expect more, I want more, so that's why I'm doing this program. And it gave me like an opportunity to reflect on my life, what I'm doing, and it made me understand even more why I'm taking the time to do this program. So I just love the idea of this program. And if you ever second your guess of thinking like maybe I shouldn't do this program, I'll wait till next year, no, really do it now. The end of this module really made me think of why I did this and the reason why, and I really think this is going to help me of bettering myself and bettering my future. Even though like when I started my college career in undergrad like years ago, I had this idea of me owning my own like fashion store, blah 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 blah, but then I realized that's just not my goal. I'm on the right path that I am now if I wanted to do that, but I don't want to do that anymore. So right now I'm changing my path completely. I'm still young, so it's not like I'm struggling by any means. Like my job still pays the bills and stuff like that, but it's just not what I want to do right now. And it just made me reflect and think twice. And when they got to put up profiles and videos of like other people that's in like Teen Vogue, and talk about their background and talk about where they were like around the time they were my age, made me realize like, just don't give up on your dream. Just keep on sticking out. Just keep on doing it. And if you stop, all you're going to be B is just mad at yourself because you stopped and you're not going. So if you see you have a greater purpose in life, continue on that purpose. Do not stop. And I was just blessed to see this pop up on my screen to apply for this program. I didn't think twice when I saw it. I just applied. So like I said last time, if you're thinking about it, there is my referral code at the bottom. Click on it, apply to the program. Do not change your mind. The payment plan is very affordable. You would really enjoy this program, especially if it's something that you want to get into fashion, or say if you went to school for business or something like that, and you also want to, you all of a sudden switch your profession, or you're thinking about switching your profession. This is just a great time. Just take this course, do it. It's never too late. I don't care if you're 18, 25, 40, or 60, whatever. Just do something. It's never too late. So thanks for watching part 2 with my experience with Teen Vogue and Parsons. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I just want to make sure I got enough information in there for you all. So I hope you stay tuned and watch out for part 3 for Think Like a Designer for the second module. Have a great day. Bye.